The universe is making room, y'all. Releasing what needs to be released, clearing out space, clearing out the clutter in your heart, in your life, in your mind, in your psyche, in your soul. Space is being created because I didn't even mean to say this, and it's like space is being created because something big, something bigger, something better than you ever expected is developing. You probably need to hear this. Yo, what's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the full moon in Taurus, the general tarot reading for the full moon in Taurus that we're having on November 15th. I am going to be pulling, I'm glad I saw that. I'm going to be pulling from the new and improved Ethereal Visions Tarot Luna edition. They finally got some inclusion up in that bitch, so I'm excited. Hydrate, light it if you need it. Pinky motherfucking out because we're talking about Taurus, the connoisseurs of the zodiac. When it comes to Taurus energy, we talking about bougie shit. They like it bougie. They like it top quality, top notch. And because they govern the senses, you know, their sensuality. And if pleather feels different on your skin than silk, you know, that's a Taurus mindset. Taurus energy is about stability, this values, and also the hierarchy of the values. You know, Taurus is also money, work ethic, things of that nature. You know, and like I said previously, full moons are a period of release, releasing the old and receiving a harvest of the seeds that were planted in the new moon. And so I hope that you did, you know, something, little something for the new moon in Scorpio, which was I desire. Because what do you really desire that you're about to receive, that you're about to have? Taurus is the sign of I have. And I just feel like it's about to be something. This full moon that we're having is happening on November 15th, Friday, November 15th at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:28 p.m. Pacific Time at 24 degrees Taurus. And you know I got to hit you with the handy dandy Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. Let's go ahead and look up the 24th degree. Of Taurus. You can also find this online. Just Google Inside Degrees, and you can go to the website and choose the degree that you want to read. I really like looking at the degrees of my, like in my natal chart. Like I'm a 25-degree Aries sun, so 25 degrees Aries. Like 18-degree Cancer rising, 18-degree Libra rising. I mean, 9-degree Cancer sun, 18-degree Libra rising. So, you know, I just like looking at those. It's cute. Anyway. So Elias Lonsdale's description of the 24th degree of Taurus is a man with no mouth. Okay. Oh God. Nothing to say, everything to do. The self cannot be articulated because it is far too busily pressed out into emergency mobilization 24 hours a day. No personal life, no personal world, no personal self. Just fantastic availability to the call the collective vigil, entered upon willingly and selflessly. The demands and rigors of this position and stance are punishing and extreme. You are so hard pressed, so rabidly attentive that nothing else exists. The assignment is clear, brutally so. Be on the spot at every level, maintaining order, keeping everything going, and stay tuned to everything unusual and strange. Follow it out, keep it in your sights, and make absolutely sure that you stay sober, integrity sworn, and let me start over. Follow it out, keep it in your sights, and make absolutely sure that you stay sober, integrity sworn, and minutely diligent to hold the center. Minutely diligent to hold the center and uphold the law with a steadfastness that is beyond belief and simply true. Sorry, I fucked that last sentence up. Follow it out, keep it in your sights, and make absolutely sure that you stay sober, integrity sworn, and minutely diligent to hold the center and uphold the law with a steadfastness that is beyond belief and simply true. Wow. Nothing to say and everything to do. The self cannot be articulated because it is far too busily pressed out into emergency mobilization 24 hours a day. I feel like that speaks to everything post-election. Like, there's just been like this hyper vigilance that's in the ether, and it's a lot. Just fantastic availability to the call, the collective vigil, entered upon willingly and selflessly. What are you devoted to like that? Because when we're here on the Scorpio Taurus axis, Scorpio is obsession and Taurus is devotion. And so there's something about, what are you hopelessly devoted to? Are you devoted to anything? Do you understand what devotion requires, what it entails, the sacrifices that may possibly come with it? Are you willing to make the sacrifices for what you're hopelessly devoted to? Are you willing to truly devote yourself to your work, your love, your, family, your obligations? What initiates devotion in you? Okay. So, like I said, pulling from the Luna edition of this deck, let's pray. Clearing out that funky ass energy, welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for all that you've done and all you're going to do. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this full moon in Taurus, happening on November 15th, 2024. Make sure I have this upright. Okay. So, I have a few questions, and then we're going to see what Source has to say. First and foremost, actually, as I go to ask this, I get corrected because I wrote down what's blocking our blessings. And when I said it, it was like, you? um, if there and me saying what's blocking, it implies that there's a block. And is there a block, or is some of our shit just, time released? Like extended release, like an extended release pill, or, capsule or something like that. All right. So I'm having to reword this. In what ways are we blocking ourselves? The Taurus is the bull. The Taurus is stubborn. The Taurus is the Eight of Pentacles with the Magician on the bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. In what ways are we blocking ourselves? If you look, she has a hand covering her eye. And I feel like we're refusing to see certain things because we don't like what we're seeing. We're refusing to see certain truths because it's not the truth we want to see. Some of us are blocking ourselves by overworking. And I know, like, in this economy, like, everybody has to work and maybe even work multiple jobs. But there's something there around subscribing to hustle culture versus subscribing to ease. Understanding that, depending on how your relationship with the God of your understanding is set up and what your faith be like, there's something about you needing to know, like, you have access to infinite resources. You have access to abundance. You are infinite resources and abundance, positive abundance, prosperity. And some of us just keep working and working and working versus staying still and seeing, asking God to reveal, asking things to be shown to you. I also feel like I say us because if it's not me, it's you. If it's not you, it's me. Um, I say us because some of us may be in this place where, like, we're working on things that don't need to be worked on. We're working on maintaining situations that the divine's already shown you a truth about. Also prioritizing money. It's like doing it all for money. What is your motive around this? Yes, we need money, but understanding your job is not your supply. The divine is your supply. And there's something about hold on. There's something about trying again, understanding every time you try again, you get better. Every time that, you hammer something out or, nail something down, like you get better at it. Every attempt that you make, you get better. And I feel like some of us have been in this place of juggling so much, really just trying to, like, keep everything afloat. But it's like, what you're juggling, have you ensured that that's all yours to juggle? Or are you taking on other people's portions that they're supposed to be juggling? I feel like there's something about putting the old cycle behind you, putting um, the old way of working, the old concept of money, the old, like, understanding money is energy. It flows towards purpose, and intention. And it, regardless of if the intention is malice or not, Money isn't a judge. It's almost like our adaptability, our capacity to adapt, our capacity for adaptability is so much higher than we realize. You can motherfucking pivot. You know how to juke this shit. You know what I mean? Like there's something about like remembering, like you know how to handle the emotional roller coaster. You know how to handle you know how to surf the wave. There may be a connection to someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that also may be like having you bound up in some sort of way. If you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I feel like be very careful of like why you're doing what you're doing, making sure that you're not just doing everything for a check or doing things that you hate just um, to pay the bills. There's something about getting really clear on the direction that you're wanting to go in your career and making sure that you're doing things that are aligned to get you closer and closer to where it is that you want to be career wise. What is going on with the light? Anyway, what do we need to actively release? For our greatest and highest good, please show us, what do we need to actively release? What do we need to let go of? The Arise with the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to read this one out of the book because it's not a regular card, but instantly what I get is like, it's interesting. I'm thinking, what do we need to actively release? And it's like, what this makes me think of is, like always trying to climb the corporate ladder, always trying to like get to that next level. There's something about enjoying where you're at, being grateful for what you have while you have it, making sure that you're a good steward of what you have while you have it. Actively releasing, always trying to get to the next level versus allowing yourself to be guided to the next level. That says the artist, not the arise. Wow. The font is all weird. Okay, I'm saying, what do we need to actively release? The artist. The artist is a vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open the knowledge that is available if you have. Why is there no punctuation? Okay, the artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. When it's upright, visionary, interpreter, creation, passionate. I'm asking what we need to release. For some of you, there's like some struggling artist that you're trying to date or trying to collaborate with. They're already showing you their work ethic is like they're better at dreaming than actually making the dream a reality. Um, some of you, I even feel like dealing with like con artists or like people who know how to dream up a vision, how to dream up an illusion, how to like weave an illusion for you. Um, This card signifies humankind, which makes me think of Aquarius energy. So some of you may have an Aquarius sun that you need to release. They about to get their ass handed to them anyway. Especially if they've been fucking up or acting disrespectfully. I also feel like setting aside or releasing distractions. Okay. Some of us are so good in the visualization game. You spend so much time doing your visualization, so much time manifesting, so much time dreaming up or living in this dream world. And I think that that's beautiful. But now it's time to make the dream the reality. Now it's time to match your actions with your ambitions. And so there's something about releasing the just like dreaming it up. And I sure wish I could. And I sure would love to have this and would love. It's like, what are you doing about it? We're getting, Venus is now in Capricorn. We're getting closer and closer to Capricorn season, the season of I do. And I feel like this is kind of like, you know, Capricorn and Taurus trying each other. And so there's something about this is like a preparation for Capricorn season. There's something that like is being released right now. Yeah, there's some okay, it's just like in the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, just this living within the idea of it all, letting the idea just stay an idea. It's time to take steps towards things. It's time to take the initiative. Like that we're at the tail end of Scorpio season, getting ready to go into a fire season, and fire signs require action. And so there is something there around balancing out that time, balancing out spending time in visualization and taking action. For some of you, it's the flip side. All you do is work, 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 do, and you're not taking enough time to be in the spirit. Hello, High Priestess, underneath the Page of Swords. You're not taking enough time to be in the spirit to get the downloads and get the information that it is that you're supposed to be receiving. Okay, what don't we see coming? What don't we see coming in? The Ten of Cups. A brand new cycle in togetherness. Ooh, the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. We don't see we don't see the goodness that's coming in. The Ten of Cups and the Lovers, this is obviously like connection, new cycles in the realm of emotions, creativity, family, love, stability, commitment. I feel like really interesting conversations. We don't see it because we're in a place of pain right now. A lot of us are hurting in some sort of way. A lot of us are still recovering from a heartbreak. A lot of us are like trying to get our minds right, trying to swim away from this pain versus feeling it and being in the depths of it. A lot of us are amidst the storm right now. And there's something about using this period to take the swords out of your heart. Using this period of time to take the swords out of your heart, which just looks like spending time with the pain, spending time with the pain, articulating, writing, journaling, giving things a name, taking the time to put stuff in words, making sure you're feeling like you're thinking the fullness of your thoughts so you can feel the fullness of your feelings. Where this season, Scorpio season, is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is the planet of ordeals and the transformations that arise from the ordeals. And so I feel like this is a part of the transformations that have arisen. It's funny I said the arise earlier. You're deep in the thick of like turbulent thoughts, trying to get out of this turbulent place in your spirit, getting out of this turbulent place and just really seeking out harmony and peace. But you're in the thick of the storm right now, and what you don't see coming are the calm waters, the ooey gooey goodness of love and togetherness. How real things can be, how consistent, how happy you can be. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. The King of Wands reversed. Maybe some of you had been in a relationship with somebody that was really controlling, or someone that had anger issues. Maybe some of you are recovering from somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. Specifically Leo. I feel like also please continue to clarify the Ten of Cups. I feel like also a lot of us are like, the illusion of somebody has been broken, and now you're really in the position to see who someone truly is, what someone truly is, where they're truly at. The King of Pentacles reversed, and then the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like some of us have been trying to make things work with people because it's like some of us have been trying to make things work with the wrong people because of our motivations. It's like you wanted somebody that was 6'5" in finance and drove a nice car. Like, there could have been some like really kind of, or maybe you wanted somebody who was just going to pay for everything or take care of you in some sort of way. And you may have attracted in people who showed up in those capacities that you desired, but are not the whole package. And some of us are starting to realize like looks don't matter. The soul of a person matters. The connection matters. The compatibility. Do we have a shared vision for where this connection is going? Some of you are recovering from people with anger issues, people with huge financial issues, people who are very materialistic. And there's just, I hear a changing of the guard. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in our favor. This is a turning point. There's a new season, and there are things that are happening right now that are so fucking uncomfortable, but they are so fucking fated. Fated events. We can't escape what's fated for us. And so a lot of us are white knuckling the wheel, trying to turn it in a different direction. And you're going to lose that fight, honey. So you might as well allow yourself to be honest and present about what is showing up, what's happening, what's really going on. And communicating effectively with the God of your understanding, with yourself, with the pertinent people, so that you can have the things that you're wanting in life. Please clarify the Lovers. Some of you, there's somebody with Gemini or Virgo placements coming in. The Moon. I feel like there's healing conversations that you're having with your mother, a Pisces, a Cancer. the Eight of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups. I feel like something comes in hot. You don't see it coming. There is a lot of illusion around this Lovers. And you're breaking free from illusion. I'm asking what we don't see coming. And the illusion is being broken. Some of you are riding off into the sunset with something new, that Ace of Cups is something new that the divine is giving you, something real, something of value. I feel like revitalization is coming in. For those of you already in existing relationships, I feel like this could be a replenishment of love and connectivity. There could be an influx of, new love, new appreciation for this person, new creative energy that you're experiencing with somebody. Please clarify the moon. Normally I just do these clarifications for Patreon over on patreon.com/JustJEverything. But why not? Let's make it all clear. Please clarify the moon. What's hidden? Temperance reversed. I feel like what's hidden is, it's like you think that there may be somebody with Pisces or Sagittarius placements, or that's hidden. There could be somebody that has an addiction that's hidden. There could be something around, like, you think that you're handling or you're recovering well, or you're trying to hide that you're recovering from something. Like you think that no one can tell that what you're going through, or the pain that you're going through, or what is that you're experiencing. But I don't think that you're hiding it as well as you should. And should you have to? Why are you hiding the recovery that you're going through? Maybe somebody is hiding the fact that they had addiction issues and they're going through some kind of recovery, and they're trying, find the appropriate timing for when to jump into that truth, or jump into that, or share that truth. But there is a truth being offered. There is new information coming in. I feel like new information that's going to give you the decision. It's going to put it in your court. Do you invest in this or not? Do you invest in this, connection or not? Do you invest in this collaboration or not? I feel like a new cycle, a new stability, a new offer is coming in. The fruit of your labor showing. The Seven of Pentacles plus the Ace of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles. And so I feel like something is going to require work, especially if you felt betrayed or deceived or lied to or stolen from in some sort of way. This will require a lot of work to move past this, but there is a moving past. All right. So now I just want to see, what are the messages from Spirit? What does Source have to say for us in regards to this full moon in Taurus? Don't be afraid to let go. It needs to be released. Especially if you have Aries or Scorpio placements. It's time to make order of the chaos. It's time to wear your crown. It's time to know your worth. It's time to operate like the emperor. It's time to, really get structured and disciplined, and like figure out, like, be honest with yourself. Can you make a plan and can you stick with it? There may be somebody with Aries or Scorpio placements really showing up in your life. I feel like they're stronger or better or more resilient than you could possibly realize. I just feel like there's something about, it's time to adorn yourself properly. It's time to like own your wanting. It's time to remember who the fuck you are ultimately. The Emperor is Aries, and Aries is I am. It's time to remember who you are and what you're capable of. And I also feel like tapping into the God of your understanding and like getting that clear picture on like, what is it that you see for me? What is it that you have for me? How can I get out of the way of pursuing my, petty pursuits and get aligned with the divine? Please continue, Spirit. I feel like if you have Aries or Scorpio placements, it's time to step the fuck up and remember who you are and the cloth you're cut from, and like get real about what it is that you're ready. What are you trying to build? It's time to rebuild atop the rubble. It's time to really mind the company that you keep. It's time to really assess the blueprints that your thoughts, words, and actions are giving the universe. And I feel like when you come into a place of like that higher level self-worth, like I told you, Taurus, this is bougie shit. Once you start to realize like, excuse me, I'm worth this, then the rebuilding starts. Then the new blueprint, the new plan gets sent out to the divine. So it's time to really make decisions, release things based on your self-worth, allow things based on your self-worth. You're already doing that, but subconsciously or involuntarily. But now it's time to understand, like, okay, if I'm actively raising my self-worth, then there's going to be shit I'm going to say no to that I used to be able to say yes to. There's going to be people that I used to interact with that I can't be associated. That's off brand for me. There's just certain things that when you start getting yourself or viewing yourself at a certain level, the world around you changes. It responds to you differently because how you feel about yourself oozes off you involuntarily. And we can only be a vibrational match to the things that we feel worthy of experiencing. I feel like what do you want to devote yourself to building? And it's time to get, to level up structure, discipline, diligence, consistency, so that you can have those things. The Six of Pentacles. Because in some sort of way you've accepted breadcrumbs of what you actually deserve. In some sort of way, like, I feel like who do you identify with in this card? Do you feel like you're begging begging that company to pay you properly, begging that person to love you properly? Especially if it involves somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Libra placements. Are you in a place? Are you viewing yourself as some of these beggars, or don't you realize yet that you are in a position of a giver? What you give is what you get. And I feel like harmony wants to be established in the realm of your self-worth. Harmony wants to be established in the realm of your physical body. Harmony wants to be established with this person with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Libra placements. But if my melody is down here and your melody is up there, it's going to be a weird harmony. because these two people, the beggars, like attracts like. So if there's some sort, if you know, if you're vibrationally hanging out down here, you're going to attract somebody down here. And so at what point do you start to stand up? And when your self-worth is where it's supposed to be properly, the scales weigh shit out in a very different way. Then we have the Hangman coming out. So there's something here about us feeling stuck. Where in life are you feeling stuck? Oh, but I like this. Feels like, are you stringing yourself up? Are you feeling strung along, or are you releasing yourself from this? Are you loosening the rope that had you caught up? Where is there shame in your life? Where is there humiliation or embarrassment? Where are you punishing yourself? Where does life feel stuck? One more card, please. One card, one more message. Thank you. The Hermit, with the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups, Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords, the Tower, and Nine of Pentacles. Jesus. Okay. With the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I just want you to know, when you adjust your self-worth and what you're willing to tolerate, what you stand for, you will be attracting in a different caliber of love. And with the Hermit coming out, I feel like there's been this purposeful, divinely intentional alone time that has been kind of forced on a lot of us. And I feel like light is being shown. The star in the Hermit's lantern is shining a light on whatever has you feeling stuck. What has you feeling stuck may have you asking a lot of other people questions, but the answer is inside of you. The answer is found in stillness and quiet in nature. The answer is found in your own self-analysis. Stop asking everybody else. Please clarify the Emperor. Please clarify the Emperor. So what do you have to say about the Emperor? Make sure my mic is on. Quite reticent about the Emperor. Yeah, why y'all make me talk shit? Anyway, the Six of Cups and then the Eight of Swords reversed with the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, when your self-worth aligns in a different way, you start to attract your vibrational match. Either way, you're attracting your vibrational match. It's just like, are you in this place where this is your vibrational match? The two beggars, we're going to be sitting here begging together? Or are we about to be on this Emperor Empress level shit? What do you want? And how you view yourself, how you treat yourself, what you require in relationships and collaborations and from companies, or, you know, in your professional life, it's going to determine what comes in. The Six of Cups, this is about receptivity. This is about kindred souls. I feel like there's something about you knew this soul in another life. They may have Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces placements. The Eight of Swords reversed. It feels like the end of keeping yourself stuck in a loop. You know, just bound by your thoughts, bound by fear, by self-limiting beliefs, by scarcity. Even I want to say, there's something about what you learned from your father, what you learned from your childhood about your self worth, and no longer being bound by that psycho-cybernetic setting, but no longer being bound by that, for lack of a better phrase, like shitty self image. Please clarify the Six of Pentacles. The Five of Cups and the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like some of us are starting to realize our spirit is finally, our divine feminine energy has finally risen up inside of us enough to let us know, like, yo, this is, you're sad, you're grieving because this is beneath you in some sort of way, or this is, there is loss, there is remorse, and it's time to make sure that you're like praying about it, meditating about it, talking to God about it. Please clarify the Hangman. And I just feel like there's a switch that's coming in the ways that you accepted less. Now, like, you're about to get the best. Please clarify the Hangman. The Queen of Pentacles. Again, this is just about self-worth. I feel like you feel stuck in your situation because your self-worth is not where it's supposed to be. You are confused about a situation because your self-worth is not where it's supposed to be. It's not as high as you may think that it is. How do we get ourselves unstuck? I feel like doing some work around self-worth, doing some work around tending to your physical body, moving your physical body. What's needed to get us unstuck? It didn't come out. It just, the Knight of Wands with the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Don't be a groupie, keep it motherfucking moving. What's keeping you stuck is being afraid of pursuing your passion. What's keeping you stuck is being afraid of being wild or expressing anger or expressing, you know, disgust in some sort of way. What's keeping you bound are by you keeping making the same decisions and expecting different results. What changes, what decisions that do we need to make differently? What? The Four of Swords. Talking to the divine about it versus talking to everybody else. Please clarify the Hermit. The Eight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. And the Tower with Strength on the bottom of the deck. We had to be alone and we had to feel fucking weak in order for us to finally turn our back on the on the comfort zone. Hydrate. I feel like our ego had to be tested, had to be poked at in some sort of way in order for us to really be with the darkness so that we can transmute that darkness into a vehicle that is to propel us forward and propel us forward into a period of the dark night of the soul, acknowledging all the ghosts and the skeletons in the closet so that we could have this like falling away from this structure that is just built atop bullshit. Some of you have, like, there's an ending of a cycle in the realm of the mind. Something has been tormenting your mind. Something has, you've been struggling with something, and you're meant to struggle with it. It's meant to eat at your ego. It's meant to make you feel weak so you can figure out what true strength is. Please clarify the Tower. The Chariot, because that dark has to be, that darkness has to be befriended. You have to find merit in the darkness so that you can integrate it with your light. And again, it becomes this propellant, a vehicle that leads you to victory. So let's be done fighting for it to be the way we want it, and welcome in what the divine has for you. The Nine of Pentacles. Independence, stability, autonomy, sovereignty, comfortability, which is going to push you to go into a different direction, away from burning out. And when you go in this different direction, you will access a well that is filled with things that the divine has just for you. So slow and steady wins the race. Stop doing shit that you hate for money. Talk to God, create a plan, and then act. The dream stays a dream until action is taken. I love you. You got this. And of course,